Hello everyone, today's lesson is customary length, which is lesson 10.1, page 585. Now, this lesson is talking about how to convert between unit length. If you want to convert between unit lengths, you have to keep this rule. If you convert between length units, firstly, we have the biggest unit is mile and the smallest unit is inch. If you want to convert between these units, you have to understand, and it's very important to know, is if you want to convert between these units, you multiply these numbers. You're going to multiply by these numbers, or you're going to divide by these numbers, the same numbers. Okay, we ask ourselves, when we multiply and when we divide, okay, you have to divide or multiply. If you're converting between a big unit to a small unit, you have to multiply. So from big to small to small, you are going to multiply. So you're going to move in this direction from big to small, because mile is the biggest one and inch is the smallest one. After that, if you want to make an inverse direction, if you want to move in the inverse direction, you want to divide, because the inverse operation of multiplication is division. So if you want to convert from a small unit to big, if you want to convert between small to big, you have to divide. Okay, write with me these rules because it's very important. You have 1 minute and I will continue explaining. Okay, now we want to get some rules about this yards or this units. We have mile, the first unit, and the biggest unit is mile. After it, yard. After it, feet, and the last one, which is the smallest one, is inch. Okay, 1 mile equals 1,760 yards, and 1 yard equals 3 feet, and 1 feet equals 12 inches. So if we want to convert between these units, you have to keep in your mind these numbers: 1,760, 3, and 12. It's very important to keep it in your mind. Okay, now we are going to use it to convert between units. Okay, let's move to our lesson. Okay, let's read this story. To build a new swing, Mr. Mo'men needs 9 feet of rope for each side of the swing and 6 more feet to the monkey bar. The hardware store sells rope by the yard. So we have here feet and yards. So we have here this side, the swing, equal what? 9. Yes, 9 feet. 9 feet. And the same length of the other side, which is 9 feet. Okay, after that, we have extra 6 feet because he asking me about the monkey bar here, 6 feet. So this we're going to put 6 feet more. So firstly, how many feet of rope does Mr. Matson need for the swing? We have to add both of the numbers for the sides of the swing. 9 plus 9 equals 18 feet. How many feet does Mr. Matson need for swing and the monkey bar combined? So you have to add 6 feet for the monkey bar. Okay, now we are going to use these numbers. We have 20 feet in total, right? We have to convert 20 feet into yard because the hardware store sells rope by yard. So you have to convert 24 feet into yard. So we have here a 12-inch ruler equal 1 foot. So we have to put it 3 beside each other to get 1 yard. So from this we discover that 1 yard equal 3 feet, or 3 feet equal 1 yard. Okay, if you want to get the total, what we're going to do, as we studied before in this rule, if you want to convert from big to small, you're going to multiply. If you want to convert from small to big, you're going to divide. Okay, now we want to convert from 24 inches that Mr. Matson needs to get the number in yards, to ask the store to give me this number. So the total feet of Mr. Matson needs 24, and we want to convert into yard. So which the smallest or which the greatest? We want to convert from feet to yard. So feet is greater than or smaller than yard? Feet is smaller than yard. From this diagram, feet, where is feet? Here, yes, and yard here. So we want to convert from feet to yard. So it will be divide. Yes, so we're going to divide by what? 3. So you have to keep it in your mind. Yard equal 3 feet. If you want to convert between feet to yard, you have to divide by 3. So you have to keep it in your mind. Feet equal, or yard equal 3 feet, because yard is greater than feet. If you want to convert from feet to yard, divide by 3, because we convert from small unit to big unit. Okay, so you have to divide by 3. Feet equal 1 yard in 1 yard. Feet in 1 yard, which is 3. Okay, so if you want to convert from a big number or a big unit to a small unit, we multiply. From small unit to big unit, divide. Here, because we are converting from feet to yard, we are going to divide by 3. Okay, so Mr. Matson needs to buy 8 yards of rope. Okay, let's move to the next page. Here, use the table to find the relation between miles and feet. Okay, we have here customary unit of length. We have customary units of length. Okay, that's the rule, the same rule of our diagram. 1 foot equal 12 inches. 1 yard equal 3 feet. 1 mile equal 5,280 feet. 1 mile equal 1,760 yards. Okay, now the distance between the new high school and the football field is 2 miles. How does this distance compare to 1,000 feet? So we want here to compare between two different units. We have here feet and we have here mile. So we want to convert one of them to be look like the other one. Okay, step 1, convert 2 miles to feet. Okay, usually we'll convert the big unit to the small unit. So we'll divide because we are going to convert from big to small. So you have to multiply. So you have to multiply because multiply is easier than division. So you have to multiply. So every time, as a rule, if you want to convert any number or any unit, convert from big to small because multiplication is more easier than division. So you have to multiply. I need to multiply the total number of miles by 5,280 because we want to convert 2 miles to feet, and here 1 mile equal 5,280 feet. So we want to multiply this number of miles, which is 2, by 5,280. So the total miles is 2. You have to multiply 2 by feet in 1 mile to get the total feet of this number. So 2 miles equals 10,560 feet. Now we want to compare between the number of feet here, which is equal to miles, and 10,000 miles that he asking me about. So compare it by using greater than, smaller than, or equal. Okay, so 10,560 feet, you have to be sure that both of the two the units are like each other, the same. So you have to be sure the two units that you're comparing between the same unit. Okay, so it will be here 10,560 and here 10,000. So with the greatest here, of course 10,560. Since 10,560 is greater than 10,000, so the distance between the new high school and the football field is longer than 10,000 feet. Okay, so it's very easy to convert between units and compare between units. Firstly, if you want to convert between units, you have to make sure that you keep all of these numbers. These are fixed numbers. You have to put it in your mind and study it again and keep it again and again and again. Save it in your mind to convert between any unit. So we have here big to small, multiply, small to big, divide. Big to small, multiply, small to big, divide. Okay, if you want to compare between two units, you have to put the two units in the same unit. So if you have two different units, feet and yard, you have to make them, both of them, the same. So you have to make the big unit, convert it into the small unit by multiplying, because multiplying is more easier than dividing. Here, if you want to convert two mixed measures, what does it mean? What does it mean, mixed measures? Okay, let's see this example. Mixed measure use more than one unit of measurements. You can convert a single unit of measurement to mixed measures. How can we convert 62 inches into feet and inches? Now, we know that we have 1 foot equal 12 inches. So if we want to convert from inches to feet, inches is smaller than or greater than feet? Inches is smaller than, because inches is the smallest unit length. So you have to divide, but which number we divide into? What number we divide here? We want to convert from inch here to feet. So we're going to move from inch to feet. So we're going to divide. Divide by what? Divide by 12. So we're going to divide 62 by 12. Okay, let's divide it in a new page here. 62 divided by 12 equal what? We ask ourselves, how many 12 in 62? Okay, let's make a draft here and make the multiplication table of 12. 12 multiplied by 1 equals 12. We search in multiplication table of 12 for a number is the closest number to 62, but you have to keep in your mind that we want the closest number and smaller than 62. So multiply by 2. We'll continue till we reach 62 or a number greater than 62 and take the previous number with it. 12 multiplied by 2 equals 24. 12 multiplied by 3 equal 36. 12 multiplied by 4 equal 48. We didn't reach 62 yet. Continue till you reach 62 or greater than 62. Multiply by 5 equal 60. 12 multiplied by 6 equal 72. Now 72 is greater than 62, so we can't take a number greater than, so we take the number before. We're going to take a number before, which is 60. So we have here 5 and 60, so we have here 5. The whole number is 5, and then we have 60, so subtract 60 from here to get the remaining number. 6 minus 0 equal 2 minus 0 equal 2, and that will be 2. So it will be 5 and the remainder is 2. So 5 here is feet. So we have here 5 feet. And the remainder is 2, which is 2 inches. So there's a different number, which is mixed measures. We have mixed measures. So 62 inches equal 5 feet and 2 inches. Okay, let's move to the next page. Okay, here we want to convert between 2 miles and how many yards? 2 miles equal how many yards? Firstly, mile to yard. We want to convert from mile to yard. So what we're going to do, mile is greater than, we ask ourselves, mile is greater than or smaller than yard? We learned before from this diagram, Mile is the greatest unit. So multiply, because we're going to convert between from a big unit to a small unit. So multiply by what? Okay, let's see. Multiply by what? Here, mile equal how many yard? So it will be 1760. So we're going to multiply by 1760. Okay, so it will be 1760. Let's multiply it to 1760 multiplied by 2. We started before, how can we multiply a big number by one digit number? We're going to distribute 2 multiplied by 0 equal 0, 2 multiplied by 6 equal 12, 2 and carry 1, 6 multiplied by 2 equals 7 multiplied by 2 equals 14 and 1 15, 5 and carry 1, 1 multiplied by 2 equals 2 and 1 3. So the answer is 3520, like that. Okay, next one. 6 yard, how many feet? 6 yard equal how many feet? Firstly, yard is greater than or smaller than feet? Yes, greater than. So we're going to multiply, because we are converting between yard to feet. So we multiply by what? Okay, let's see. Multiply by what? Where is yard? Yard is here. Where is feet? Feet is here. So we're going to move from yard to reach feet. So we're going to multiply by 3. So multiply by 3. So we take this 6 and multiply it by 3. 6 multiplied by 3, we all know that 6 multiplied by 3 equal 18. Next, we have 90 inches. Here we have mixed measurements. So you have to divide here, because he asking you 90 inches to feet. So we want to convert from inch to feet. Small to big or big to small? Small to big. So write it, small to big. And here was big to small. And here big to small. So if we want to convert from small to big, what we're going to do? Small to big, divide. Big to small, times. So small to big, divide. Divide by what? We have here inch and we have here feet. Inch and feet. Between them, what? Let's think about it. Equals, where is inch? Here. Where is feet? Here. So between them 12. So we're going to move from 12 inch to feet. So we're going to divide by 12. So divide what by what? Divide by 12. 90 divided by 12 equal what? Let's divide it. 90 divided by 12. Okay, we wrote the table of 12 before. Let's see it. We have here 12 multiply. Okay, the closest number, we didn't reach 90 yet. So let's continue. 12 multiplied by 7 equal 14. 2 multiplied by 7 equal 14. 4 and carry 1. 1 multiplied by 7 equals 7 and 1 8. Okay, this is the closest number to 90. So we write here 7. So it will be 7. What the remainder here? To get the remainder, subtract 84 from 90. 84 subtracted from 90. Okay, 0 minus 4 can't be, so it will be here 8, and this becomes 10. After that, 10 minus 4 equals 6, so the answer is, the remainder is 6. So here we have 7 feet, which is the answer, and the remainder is 6 inches. Okay, the same answer here, you can convert 125 inches equal how many feet and inches? From inch to feet, what we're going to do? Yes, you have to divide. Divide by what? How many feet? How many inches feet? Is equals 12. 12 here. Okay. All of them the same thing. Okay, let's move to number 6. We have 42 yards and 2 feet equal how many feet? So we want to convert to yard to feet. Yard smaller than feet or greater than feet? Yard is greater than. So what we're going to do, we multiply. Multiply by what? How many feet in 1 yard? Let's move to this diagram. How many feet in 1 yard? We have feet here and yard here, equal 3. So multiplied by 3. 42 multiplied by 3 equal what? 42 multiplied by 3. Multiplied by 3. It will be 6, and 4 multiplied by 3 equals 12. So the answer is 126. Okay, so the answer is 126, and still here 2 feet, so add them here, plus 2, it will be 128. Okay, the same here, 8 feet, greater than, smaller than, or equal 3 yards. If you want to compare between 2 units, you have to convert one of them to looks like the other one. Okay, where is the big one? Feet or yard? We started before, you have to convert, or it's easier than to convert the big unit to the small unit, because in this case you're going to multiply, and again multiplication is simple and easiest than, or easier than the division. So what we're going to do here, we multiply, because yard is greater than feet, so the small unit, let it at the same, and multiply the big unit by what to get feet? Yard and feet. Multiply by what? Multiply by yard and feet. Multiply by 3. Yes, let's multiply by 3. So here 3 multiplied by 3 equal 9, so it becomes 9 feet. So 8 feet or 9 feet? So 9 feet is greater. Okay, the same thing here and here. So this is our lesson today. So the most important thing in our lesson today, you have to keep in your mind this conversion between the units of the length. You have to convert between them all by using multiplication or division. If you want to convert between a big unit to small unit, you have to multiply. If you want to convert from small unit to a big unit, you have to divide. Thank you for listening. Okay, I meet you tomorrow inshallah in 12 p.m. Thank you.